Hey guys, today I'm making a butternut squash curry. This is a vegetarian and a vegan meal. I didn't really plan out this week with not having much animal protein, but that's how it came out. So anyways, this is super good, but if you want, you could add chicken, shrimp, steak, whatever type of protein you would like. You could even add tofu. I'm just gonna keep it simple, just the butternut squash, and I'm going to serve it over rice. So I hope you enjoy it. So here are the ingredients. I'm gonna start off with the butternut squash. This is probably the biggest butternut squash I've ever seen. I ordered my groceries for delivery, and this is what came. So I'm probably not going to use this whole thing. I'm going to save a little bit to make another recipe with. But you need butternut squash. Then you need some fresh ginger, green onion. We're gonna need some juice of lime, some coconut milk. This is curry paste. We're gonna need a little bit of sugar, soy sauce, and fish sauce. And I'm also going to put in some rainbow char and some fresh basil. And then I just have some rice here that we're just gonna put this whole curry on top. Okay, so the first thing that I did is chopped everything up and got everything prepped. So I have the green onion here. I have the lime juice. This is the grated fresh ginger. I cut up the butternut squash. So I cut up about half of that large butternut squash, and this came out to about 4 cups of squash. And then I also washed the chard and also the basil. So I'm just letting that sit here right now. And I'm going to take the spine out and also chop up the char so I can add it in later on. And I'm also heating up some oil in a pan. And once this is nicely warm, I'm going to put the onion and the ginger and saute that for 2 minutes. So this has sauteed for 2 minutes. Now I'm going to add the squash, and I'm just going to warm this up for 1 minute. This has been cooking for a minute. Now I am adding the coconut milk. And I have to scoop out the hard part, so I'm going to do that off camera. I'm going to also add water. This is 3/4. Okay, so I let the water coconut cook. Then I added the curry paste, the soy sauce, the fish sauce, the sugar, and the lime juice. And I'm just going to bring this to a bubble. This is boiling. I'm going to lower the heat to a simmer and cover it and cook it for 20 minutes. And while the curry is cooking, I'm just going to chop up the char. I already removed it from the spine, and now I'm just going to finely chop it. I'm also going to cook the rice now. So just as a rule, it's 1 part rice, 2 parts liquid in the pot. Bring it to a boil, and then turn down the heat to a simmer and let that simmer until all the liquid is gone. Okay, so it has been 20 minutes. I added the chopped up chard, and now I'm going to mix it up and cook it for an additional 2 minutes until it's nicely mixed up and the chard has wilted. And here it is. I can also add some tofu to it if I want, or some shrimp or chicken or something like that, but I just want to keep it a veggie meal today, and I'm going to serve this over rice. Chopped up the basil, and I'm going to just sprinkle that on top of the curry once I plate it. Got some rice. I'm gonna spoon out some of this curry. I want to get some bigger pieces of the butternut squash that are not mushy. And take some of this basil.